Hi everyone, it's Sandy Bacus here. Sandy B Stitcher is my channel name, and I am here to do a Flosstube update. And I'm still using the tablet, and I'm still having to remember that the camera is over here, and I keep looking over here. So bear with me. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone is well. I have a little bit of a swollen gland here that's kind of tender. Had it for about a week, and it hasn't gone away, so I'm thinking perhaps tomorrow I will call the doctor, just see if I can get in, get it checked out. I thought at first that it might be tied to my anxiety, so I started taking the anxiety medication that I have every day, but that's only been for a few days. So I don't know, we'll see. It's not anything serious, I'm sure. But it does make it a little bit difficult to speak, but I did want to get my video in today. Today is Sunday. It is May 19th, and we are right in the heart of mania. But for me, I think pretty much mania is over with. And I will explain that to you as I continue on with the video. I think that I'm going to show you the charts that I will give away and the new ones right now, because there may be people that are coming that's all they're interested in, and why make them sit through watching me if they're not interested? So, yeah, you know. Okay, the welcome, which was this one, is going to Patricia Ferry, and I have your address. And I am so far behind on sending stuff out. I apologize. I don't know. I'm not together. I will get them out. Anxiety has been ruling my life, so I apologize, and I will get them out. Okay, Santa is going to Colette Rowberry, and Summer Fun is going to Vicki Pickstock. All right, I have decided a new way to keep track of addresses. I told you, I believe in the last video, that I was having a hard time finding them in my Yahoo email. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask you to still email your address to the Yahoo email, but I did go out and purchase an actual address book. Handwrite them. Go old school. So when you send me your address, I will handwrite it into my address book. Whoop, that didn't sound good. Hold on a second. Okay, no worries. It was, my kitchen window is open for the first time this spring. Today it's supposed to be up to around 80. And I had some things sitting on the windowsill. And there was like a dishwashing soap up there, and it was almost empty. And the breeze came in and just knocked a bunch of stuff into the sink. Not a big deal. Okay, where was I? Address book. Okay, when I tell you I need your address, if you will just send it to my sandybstitcher@yahoo.com email, then I will write it in the address book, and then I'll have it. I won't need to try to hunt for it anywhere else. Okay, next thing, where the cutoff on the Alma Lynn It's Christmas is May 25th, which is next Saturday. So if you see this today for the first time and you are interested, you may put your name in for this one. Just put down, we were just putting Christmas, that you're interested in Christmas. So this is just a very small little chart. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I stitched it. It is 52 wide by 81 high. Really cute little thing. So just say, I would like to stitch Christmas. And while I'm doing this, I would like to welcome everybody. I don't think that I welcomed everybody last time. I may have. As I said, the anxiety is kind of ruling my life. But I'd like to say it today. So welcome to all the returning subscribers and to any new people that are coming to visit. And I hope you will click that little like button and thumbs up. And I hope that you will subscribe if you are not currently a subscriber. And leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Last time I asked you that if you have a Flosstube channel to please list it in the comments, and I'm going to continue to ask you to do that. I didn't notice too many comments from Flosstubers, so alright, moving along. These next two charts are going to go together. The first one are these Christmas ornaments, and this is the chart. These are for magazines. And then the next one to go with that is the gingerbread man. And the gingerbread man is 66 by 109. And these little ornaments are approximately, they're different. I think the widest one is 45 and that one is 32 high, so that would be the biggest one, and then they go down to like 30 by 32. So if you're interested in these, let's just say you'd like to stitch gingerbread man, and then I'll know, but these go together. Okay, the next one that I'm showing this time is right here. Get it in there to where you can see it. And this one, it's just one piece. Oh, wait a minute, there it is. I was going to say, where's the chart? This one says it's a skill level of average. It's 78 by 78. And it uses the DMC colors, not a whole lot of them. And on the back, there are just the charts for a couple of flowers. So if you're interested in this one, they call this beautiful borders. So if you would like this one, just say you'd like to stitch borders. I try to make this as easy as possible so that people will know what they want to ask for. And this next one is also Christmas. And these are some ornaments, and they're angel ornaments. So if you're interested in this, just say you'd like to stitch the angels. Okay. Now to show you my stitching. I stitched on my Haid Mini Mount Cabin Home, and I will show you where I got to on that. And there we go. And you know me, I'm stitching all over the place, so I can't even really tell you where. I think mostly what I was stitching was, I haven't stitched on this for a few days, but I think mostly I was stitching over in this area here. So I'll open that back up. I was going to try to do 30 minutes a day on this and 30 minutes a day on Shades of Summer, but that really hasn't happened. But I figure, you know, as long as I keep stitching on it, I'll be getting somewhere. So there's that one. And that was one of my for Mania. Another one of my whips for Mania was Shades of Summer. This is an Artisy design. And here is where I got to on that. And first I'm going to show you where I was stitching, and then I will open it up and I will show you the whole thing. Okay, where I've been stitching is here and over in here, I think. It's hard for me to remember. Now open it up and try to show you the whole thing. See if I can get it all in. There we go. I have to hold it back a bit, but there we go. Isn't it beautiful? This is going to look awesome when it's all finished. Of course, who knows when that'll be, but just got to keep plugging on it. This is when I started in 2017, the latter part of 2017. Okay, the next one, let's see, did I have 2 new starts or did I have 1 new start? Let me double check that. I think, yeah, I had 1 new start, and this was my new start, and it's Prairie Schooler, the 4 Seasons, and I had never done a Prairie Schooler before. I'm doing these all 4 together, just like it shows it there. I don't know that I'll have a mat to put it in like that, but I'm doing this on oatmeal Ada, and there's my little start. I'm not sure how well the white is going to be showing up on this, but the moon, and then in the winter scene, you have the snow, and I thought, well, for this one, I'm just using the white. If I think that it's not showing up well enough when I complete it, then when I get to the winter one, and maybe what I'll do is I will try the B5200. Okay, the next one that I stitched on as part of my mania doing whips was Paris Market, which is a Dimensions Gold. And this only had a little tiny bit done on it. And this is the one, if you remember, I started it using the wrong page. So I was stitching in the upper left-hand corner, but stitching over here. So I flipped my material around and started over here. And if I have to rip out when I get to that edge over there, I will. So I have to always remember to make sure I'm showing you the right part until I get some more stitches into this. Okay, here we go. This is where I only had just a little tiny bit done up here, so I did a lot of stitching in here. And so those trees are coming along. Not a lot to look at yet, but it's coming along. And oh, I apologize for that. I'm so sorry. My next one is Gloria Vada. It's also Dimensions Kit. And I didn't have a whole heck of a lot done on this one. And I don't have a whole heck of a lot done now, but I got a few stitches into it. I just pulled this out last night, and excuse my threads, and I'm going to talk to you about why I always have hanging threads here in a minute. Okay, all this orange and red part was I had done. What I did last night and this morning was where this blue starts here, going into these trees, and then this red over here. That's it. Not a whole lot, but it is coming along, and again, every stitch counts. Now, I was going to talk to you about why you'll always see hanging threads, or almost always, on my projects. And that's because I stitch in a Q-snap, and generally I use a Q-snap that is I put 2 together to make a 6x8. It's something that I can hold comfortably in my hand, and it gives me enough area to stitch over. But because of the way I hold my Q-snap on the one side, and the arthritis that I have some issues with how far across and how far down in that area that I can stitch. I can't stitch throughout the whole area. So what I do is there's a sweet spot in there that's just comfortable for me. So I try to stitch in that area. Well, when I have to stop, sometimes I know that I'm going to be using that thread again, and so what I'll do is I just leave it there and pick it up either, if it's not right when I move it, then I'll pick it up one of the next times. I just move it into where the next stitch will be, and then I leave it. It's a form of parking, I suppose. And when I'm doing my big full coverage pieces, I usually do kind of a cross country, but only in that little sweet spot area, and then I move my Q-snap a lot. I know I've watched a lot of people's, they don't hardly move their Q-snap at all. Well, I move mine all the time. And I keep moving it so that I can stitch in that, what I call my sweet spot. Consequently, I always seem to have a lot of threads hanging. If they really start to bother me, if I have too many, then I will clip them up with a hair clip or something. But for the most part, I just let them hang. It's just my way of doing things. I think that's about all that I have for you today. I've been watching Flosstube. I'm still trying to get caught up, but I went from like 100 in my queue down last night when I loaded up everybody who had new videos in there. I was down to like 48, so I am making progress. And so, oh, my brain. If you've never had anxiety, you will not know what I'm talking about. But if you do have anxiety, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like this brain fog. And I just took my pill. The pills that I'm taking currently, for anybody who's interested, they are, you can take them or not take them. You don't have to take them every day. When the doctor had first prescribed them for me was when I was having so many of those stomach problems, and they were bothering my stomach too. But when a couple of weeks ago, when my anxiety came back really big and I got the TMJ from clenching my teeth and everything, and that also could be what this swollen gland is tied to, is clenching my teeth. I got these back out and I tried them, and they didn't bother my stomach now because my stomach is going on an even keel. But they do make me very tired, and they do tend to make me a little foggy. So I apologize for that. If my videos here recently are not what you have come to expect from me, all I can do is say, this is life. This is my life. And I mainly do these videos for me, but I also do them for you. So if you'd like to make a suggestion or a nice critique, I just ask that people not be rude. Recently, I have seen where a couple of people have taken their videos down. And most of the time, it's because somebody has been rude, and I don't know. I don't understand, and I'm going off on a soapbox here, but I just don't understand what people get out of being rude to other people. I'm going to leave it there. And I am going to put a smile on my face, and I'm going to try to get a lot of stitching done today. And I hope that you all can get a lot of stitching done too. If you're continuing on with Mania, I wish you all the luck in the world. My mania for the balance of the month is just working on whips. I'm not going to start anything new now for a while. And I have more than enough to work on. And I am going to send out my love to everybody. I'm going to send out my hugs to everybody and wish you all well. And please know that if you have requested prayers from me, that I am trying to remember to keep you in my prayers. And I ask that all of you do the same for me if you are a praying person. And if you're not a praying person, then just give me a good thought now and then. I appreciate it. Bob appreciates it. He took a pretty good fall yesterday, and I could not get him up. And so I had to just leave him there for a while and let him try to work himself around a little bit. And then I went back and checked on him, and I finally was able to get him to turn in a different, to move his feet in a different way, and we were able to get some leverage, and I was finally able to help him up. It's very trying. For anybody who doesn't know, my husband has Parkinson's, and balance is a major issue. So I'm going to leave it all there for you and say I will see you next week, either on Saturday or Sunday. Take care. Love to all. Bye-bye.